Dr. Christian's office. Judy speaking. Well, it sounds like George Burback. How are things, George? Fine, except what?
And it's the Vaseline Program, the only program in radio where the audience writes the show. Tonight, Denver gets the spotlight, and the offering is a prize play, The Legend of Khorassam, by Howard Berman, 323 Claremont Street, Denver, Colorado. Starring Jean Hersholt as Dr. Christian, with Rosemary DeCamp as Judy Price.
Well, if your job means you work with machine oil a lot, no wonder your hands get red and sore. Yes. Well, dyes and chemicals have the same effect. But, George, why don't you use Vaseline petroleum jelly? It's perfect for protecting hands that work hard at anything, from housework and victory gardening to industrial jobs like yours. Yes, that's it. The same familiar, reliable Vaseline petroleum jelly. And here's what you do. Before beginning work, smooth your hands lightly with Vaseline petroleum jelly to keep oil and grit from working into the skin. And this will safeguard against infection and make oil and grime easier to remove. Then when you've finished work and washed up, smooth more Vaseline petroleum jelly on your hands to supplement skin oils you wash away with those strong soaps. Also to relieve sting and to help promote healing of little nicks and cuts. You just try Vaseline petroleum jelly tomorrow, George, and bet your hands feel better right away. Tube or jar? Oh, whichever's most convenient. The druggist has both. Don't mention it. Goodbye.
And so to our prize play, The Legend of Khorassam. It's early evening in River's End, and Dr. Christian is just winding up his round of calls with a visit to the home of Mr. Bennett, the local banker. Mr. Bennett is lying prostrate on a Davenport in the living room, but Dr. Christian can't seem to find anything wrong with him except a bad case of nerves. Mrs. Bennett is frankly indignant over the whole situation.
It's utterly ridiculous, Dr. Christian. It's just his imagination, that's all.
But, Doctor, it isn't just my imagination. I'm losing my mind, I tell you. I'm going crazy.
Of course you're not losing your mind, Horace. Now, don't be so upset. You're just as sane as I am.
He never was that sane, but now he's just being childish.
No, you've got to believe me, Dr. Christian. I can't stand it any longer. Those dreams. Every evening, those same horrible dreams.
Oh, nightmares, eh? Well, have you been eating anything before you go to bed?
No, you don't understand. It's not a regular nightmare. I don't have it at night. I had it just a little while ago, just before I telephoned you. You know, I usually rest a little when I come home from the office. Take off my coat and shoes, put on a pair of slippers, and take a little nap on the Davenport before dinner. And that's when I have that dream. He comes every evening.
Who comes?
He does. The man in the dream. There's usually a woman with him. They're strange-looking people. They give me the creeps. They always come through that door over there, walking towards me. The man's hurt or sick. He's gasping for breath. And when he gets almost to me, he clutches his throat and falls, dying at my feet. Oh, it's horrible.
What a peculiar dream. Have you been reading any books or seeing any movies lately which might have impressed something like this on your mind?
Certainly not. It's nothing like that. It's those confounded slippers that cause the dream.
Now, Horace, that's preposterous.
It is not. I tell you, I have that dream every time I wear those slippers. Driving me nuts.
Did you say slippers?
Yes. Please. Under the Davenport. Here they are, see?
My, what an odd pair of slippers. With a sort of a turned-up toe and elaborate handwork. Very ornamental, I must say. I've never seen anything quite like them. Where did you get them?
Oh, my wife bought them at an auction in San Francisco last winter when she was visiting her sister. The things women buy at auctions. And what's worse, she insists I wear the crazy thing.
And you're being very ungrateful, too. I think they're perfectly lovely. They're genuine antiques from Mr. Somebody or other's famous collection. You just don't appreciate them, and I think you're making up this whole ridiculous story just to get out of wearing them.
Are you, Horace?
No. You think I'd work myself into a state of nerves like this just for spite? Well, I tell you again, every time I wear those blasted slippers, I have that horrible dream. And you know what? That fella in the dream is wearing a pair of slippers just like these. Do you wonder that I'm beginning to doubt my sanity?
Oh, come now, Horse. You're just letting your imagination run away with you. You let a strange dream prey on your mind until you keep dreaming it over and over again just because you think about it so much.
All right. So I am crazy. But I know what I'm talking about. Those slippers make me dream. And I don't want to have anything more to do with them. I wouldn't wear them again for $1 million. Net, after taxes. Now look at the state I'm in. Look at the way my hands shake.
Oh, your nerves are just shut, Horse. You've been working too hard, as we all have. Now I'm going to give you a little sedative, and I'll send a prescription over from the drugstore. I want you to stay in bed for a day or so, and let's see if a good rest won't clear up this obsession of yours.
I still think he's making all this fuss deliberately, just because he doesn't want to wear my lovely slippers.
You bet I don't. Take those confounded slippers away with you, Dr. Christian, if you want to help my nerves. I don't want to even be in the same house with them. And if you don't believe me, try wearing them yourself. I just dare you. Wear them yourself.
All right, Horse. If it'll make you feel any better, I will.
Oh, you're late getting back from your calls, Dr. Christian. Do you have any dinner?
Yes, Judy. I stopped off at the restaurant for a bite on my way back to the office. Any new calls?
No, thank goodness. You look tired. Why don't you stretch out on the cot and get a few winks of sleep? You're not due at the hospital for over an hour.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. I'd sleep all night.
Well, don't worry. I'll stop by on my way back from dinner and wake you in time for the hospital.
Would you? Ah, that would be a luxury. Oh, and Judy, before you go, would you mind putting another package of throat swabs in my bag?
Certainly. Why, what an odd pair of slippers. What on earth are they doing in your bag?
Huh? Oh, I'd almost forgotten. Just a souvenir from a nervous patient, Judy. I'm supposed to wear them to prove they're not haunted. Oh, bring them over. It'll do nicely for my nap.
They're very pretty. If you like your slippers exotic, the filigree works beautiful. Is that real silver?
Oh, no, I don't think so. They look mighty comfortable, though. That's all I'm interested in. I hope they'll fit. Wait, let me get these shoes off. That feels good. Now, let's see those slippers.
Here.
Oh, not bad. A little big, but comfortable. Fetching, aren't they?
You look as though you're on your way to a costume ball. Well, stretch out and have a good nap. I'll wake you in plenty of time.
Thank you, Judy.
No, you don't. You can't.
Sweet sleep. Huh? Oh, are you back already, Judy? I didn't realize I'd slept so long. Judy? That's strange. I could have sworn I heard someone in the outer office. I thought you were Judy, my secretary.
Forgive me, but you are a man of medicine?
Why, yes. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't mean to stare, but I didn't know there were any gypsies in town.
Gypsies? Oh, my garments are strange. No, we are not gypsies, although we have journeyed far. But now, at last, come, Masood.
Oh, good heavens, what's wrong with this man?
He cannot breathe. The signs of his life are running out quickly.
Here, let me... Oh, watch him. Oh. He's collapsed. Oh, help me get him up on the table, will you?
Oh, yes.
Hurry.
Yes.
All right. That's the way. I don't know where you came from, but you didn't get here any too soon. How long had she been like this?
Oh, too long. There was none who could help. Can you...
I don't know. It's pretty far gone. His face is turning blue. What is it? Something caught in his throat?
Yes.
There isn't much time. I'll have to try tracheotomy. Now, where's that small scalpel? Oh, yes, the sterilizer. Well, this will do. Now, a short piece of this rubber tubing. There. Will you hold his head this way? That's right. Steady now. Now, just close your eyes if you feel squeamish.
Blood does not frighten me. I have seen much of it.
Yeah? You're a strange person. A little more this way, please. That's it. There. I think that does it.
Oh, you mean he will live?
Oh, I don't see why not. He's breathing through the incision in his windpipe now. That tube will give him air. See? His color is beginning to return to normal already.
Oh, Allah be praised. You have done a wonderful thing.
Oh, no. Tracheotomy is a very simple operation.
To you, perhaps.
His pulse is improving. He's a handsome fellow, isn't he? Such dark hair and fine features. But his face shows suffering.
Yes, not suffering.
Well, now that he's out of immediate danger, perhaps I can get at the source of the trouble. Something in his throat, huh?
Yes.
Now, we'll shift him just a little so his head drops over the end of the table. There. That straightens out the passage. So. Now, let me get my instruments. Let's see now. George, I'll say there's something in his throat. Good heavens. Look at the size of that thing. Looks like a big white marble.
It is no marble.
Well, he's well rid of it, whatever it is. We can take this little tube out now. He's breathing normally again. Now a few stitches to close up that incision, and he'll be as good as new. Let's see. There we are. Little dressing over the wound. That does it.
Oh, it is a miracle. You will never know what a wonderful service you have performed, my friend. We owe you eternal gratitude.
Oh, I'm glad I was able to save him. That's reward enough. Now, let's have a look at this object he had in his throat. Perhaps you'd like to keep it as a souvenir. Such things often have a morbid attraction for people, you know.
No. It shall be your souvenir.
Oh, well, I already have a cabinet overflowing with things I've taken out of people. I'm afraid I stopped collecting such souvenirs long ago.
But this is something different.
Shall I go on?
No,
It is rather odd.
It's my bastard to be an
Not a marble, you say?
No, my friend. Hold it to the light. So. See the satiny luster, its delicate tone?
Why, yes, but don't tell me that it's... Oh, but of course not. It couldn't be a...
Yes, it is. A pearl.
Gosh.
That's incredible.
Well,
I've never heard of a pearl of such a fabulous size. It's genuine. It must be worth a king's ransom.
Indeed it might. It is a poor token of our gratitude to you, good doctor, but please keep it.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I really don't know if you're joking or not, but
morning, Father.
if that pearl is actually real, it would be fantastic for me to accept it.
Oh? Then never say I was joking, and that it is only a clever imitation. And now may I add it to your other souvenirs?
Not exactly.
This is your collection cabinet over here, is it not?
Why, yes, but...
Then I will place it with your already noble collection. Perhaps when you see it back?
Oh, he
What do you say?
I'll have you know I was
It's nothing very romantic. Just a few little gallstones. Boosters, I believe.
I'm sure they won't mind sharing their box with my souvenir. There.
Oh, but really now, I don't know what to think. Say, you're a very strange person.
Your mind still troubles itself that the pearl may be real?
It would be well if other men were no more covetous of riches than you, my friend.
But if... our patient's coming too. There now. You're all right. Just lie quietly.
I am here.
I'll just put these instruments back in the sterilizer and clean up a bit. You see, I'm due at the hospital at 8 o'clock. I think it'll be perfectly safe to move him after he rests a bit longer, but then you should get him home to bed as soon as possible. Do you have a car outside?
A car? No, we did not come by car.
Well, then I'll drive you home on my way to the hospital.
I think I understand.
Oh, where are you staying? You're strangers here in Riversend, aren't you?
Strangers? Oh, yes, in a way.
I haven't seen you around before. What did you say your name was?
I am called Mena.
Mena? Well, that's an unusual name. Say, I hope you won't think I'm rude, but I've been trying to place your nationality. You mind telling me? I don't mean to seem curious, but I say there. Where are you? Why, they're gone. Both of them. Well, he shouldn't be walking around like that. Mena!
I'm not so sure.
That's strange. Not a trace of them anywhere.
Are you still asleep? Wake up. Time to get ready for your hospital call.
Huh? Help me find him, Judy. He's no condition to...
What's the matter, Dr. Christian?
Why, nothing, Judy. Did you happen to pass anyone on the steps as you came in?
No.
I didn't think so. Oh, but it was so vivid.
What was?
I just had a very strange dream, I think. About a man who was wearing a pair of slippers just like these. Funny, I didn't think anything of it at the time. Why, I'm as bad as Mr. Bennett. Well, it just goes to show you, Judy, what a power of suggestion can do. I thought my imagination was under better control.
Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, of course I am. Just a little fuzzy-headed from sleep. Oh, well.
Dr. Christian.
Yes?
Did you have any callers after I left?
Well, no, of course not. Well, why do you ask?
Oh, you asked me if I'd passed anyone on the steps, and I just thought I caught a faint whiff of a strange perfume. But it was probably my imagination. You haven't been entertaining any mysterious ladies behind my back, have you?
I'm afraid not, Judy.
What are you frowning about?
I'm just beginning to remember something. A childhood fairy tale. Judy, did you ever hear the legend of the Shah of Khorassam?
The what?
Matthew, the Shah of Khorassam. He was supposed to be the ruler of a kingdom in old Persia.
Oh, no, I'm afraid I never heard of him. What's the story?
I don't remember very well, but according to the story, this Shah was fabulously wealthy, and he ruled wisely and well, and he was much beloved by his subjects. Then, one day, the peace and prosperity of Khorasan was suddenly upset by an invasion of the Tartars, who stormed across the province, looting and pillaging and capturing many of the Shah's subjects as slaves. Well, the Shah himself barely managed to escape with his favorite wife. But it ended tragically. You see, the Shah hoped to ransom back his captured subjects. And he made a heroic attempt to get away with a fortune and precious jewels by swallowing them. But the poor man choked to death on a pearl.
Oh, what an unhappy ending. But what on earth ever made you think of that old legend?
Oh, just a dream.
What are you staring at?
Well, my collection cabinet. Isn't the door slightly ajar?
Yes. That latch is always slipping, you know. How do you look at it so strangely?
Judy, would you mind bringing me that little square cardboard box out of that cabinet?
All right. You mean the box of Mrs. Brewster's gallstones?
Yes, that's the one.
I've already wired my seal.
Here you are.
If I return now,
But what's the fascination?
and graduate.
I don't know.
Then I'll...
It rattles us, so there was something in there, doesn't it?
Of course it does. Didn't you expect Mrs. Brewster's gallstones to rattle?
Yes, but I was just wondering if there might be something else in there, too.
Well, why don't you open it up and look if you're so curious?
Shall I?
Dr. Christian, you're acting very strangely. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, I'm quite all right, but... Judy, you know, sometimes it's difficult for our poor mortal minds to draw the line between fact and fancy. No, I don't think I'll open this box, Judy. Bring me a roll of adhesive tape.
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm going to seal up a dream in this little box, and then I'll never know. I've had a very intriguing evening, Judy. I don't want to spoil it by critical investigation. Why, there's enough cynicism and incredulity in the world as it is. We can allow ourselves a few pleasant mysteries now and then to make life less prosaic and to cushion the sharpness of reality. And who knows?
Well, I do. I know you're going to be late to the hospital if you don't stop dreaming.
Oh, my goodness, I'd almost forgot it. Where's my bag?
Here.
Judy, you might phone the drugstore and have them send me a duplicate of that prescription I ordered for Mr. Bennett. It's just possible that I've been working a little too hard myself.
And the curtain descends on another Dr. Christian Prize play with our star, Jean Hersholt, waiting to greet you. Men's dry scalp is a common nuisance, especially now when hot sun, drying wind, and water steal away natural scalp oils. You may have dry scalp and not realize it. If you've noticed just one of these signs of dry scalp, stiff, wild-looking hair, loose dandruff, tight, itchy scalp, reach for Vaseline Hair Tonic. Vaseline Hair Tonic combats dry scalp. Checks it easily, quickly, effectively. Vaseline Hair Tonic actually supplements the natural scalp oils. Contains no alcohol or other drying ingredients. Just 5 drops a day. 5 drops of Vaseline Hair Tonic applied with a comb or directly on the hair checks dry scalp, keeps hair perfectly groomed. Also, a brisk Vaseline Hair Tonic massage before each shampoo loosens dandruff, relieves itchy tightness. Vaseline Hair Tonic gives double care to both scalp and hair. Remember, more bottles of Vaseline Hair Tonic are sold today than of any other hair tonic in America. Buy, try Vaseline Hair Tonic. Vaseline Hair Tonic is one of the many Vaseline brand products made by the Cheeseboro Manufacturing Company, owners of the trademark Vaseline. And now here is Jean Hersholt.
Thank you very much. The play you've just heard was written by Howard Bjorman of Denver, Colorado, author of several Dr. Christian plays written in what spare time he has after his daily stint of writing training films for the Air Corps. Now, for next week, we've selected a prize play called Christmas the 3rd by Paul Raffel of Los Angeles, California. We invite you all to listen next Wednesday evening to the Vaseline program, same time and same station. And until then, I'll say good night.
Burning up with sunburn, Get cooling, soothing relief with Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. Vaseline Petroleum Jelly relieves sunburn 3 ways. Supplements natural skin oils, helps prevent infection when the skin is blistered or cracked, helps promote quick healing. Don't just suffer. Do get cooling relief with Vaseline Petroleum Jelly tonight.
June 19th.
Don't fail to hear Christmas Deferred next Wednesday night at this hour. Bob Anderson speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.